Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign as the Scottish with FilthyRobot. How's it going, Filthy?
Doing well. I'm excited. I like the idea. Some more RNG. We're gonna keep throwing our rolls in at the average here and hopefully get something good.
Yeah. So let's just briefly talk about our situation again here. Our army tradition's at 26.3, so nothing's really changed there. But we talked about it a little bit between episodes, and I'm making the argument that it's probably a good idea to roll another general or two. And here's some of the factors that go into the decision. We're still super far ahead of time on military tech with nothing to spend military points on anyway. We know Wallace will die at some point in the near future. And
I don't know how you know that. How do you know that?
Because generals usually live like 20, 30 years, and we hired him at the beginning of the campaign, and it's 1472. So, because we hired him at the beginning...
What year did it start?
1444.
Okay.
So he's been around for like 28 years already, so...
But as a new player, you just get to know that generals have about a 20-year lifespan?
Somewhere around there, I don't know. It's anecdotal, but they live for a while. Sometimes they die sooner, sometimes they die later. I don't know why they obfuscate the age of the ruler, but they function they follow the exact same death chance as a monarch. And as monarchs get older, their death chance goes up.
Okay. So we want to dismiss Robert Lindsay then?
No. Because the potential ruler could be worse. The potential new general could be worse. We want to roll the general first. And then,
okay, it says we have 3 leaders, 2 of 2. So we can have more leaders, just not use them?
You can have more. You lose 1 monarch point per month for every leader you're over the limit. But if we just say let's say we roll 2 generals right now, we go up to 4 out of 2. Before the next monthly tick, then
we get rid of 2.
Yeah, get rid of the crappy ones. So
all right.
You go ahead and do it. I feel like you're lucky charm today, I think. Wallace has been really doing well for us. So go ahead and just hire a regular general.
Okay, recruiting a general will cost me 50 military points. That's the button I'm clicking. It's on the military tab. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Bam! What do we get?
Got a 3-2-3. He's actually in this situation he's actually better than Wallace.
Not by much, but a little bit.
It would have been way better if he was a 2-3. I'm willing to try at least once more.
All right. Well, this is yeah. Okay. Ready?
This
one is I'm gonna tell you right now. This one's gonna be bad.
Trying to reverse. Trying to reverse psychology of the game.
All right.
That is more in line with the average that I was expecting.
3-4-3-1.
Okay, so clearly.
What do you mean the average? This is compared to our other. This is way above average.
No.
This is an 11 pip general.
Okay, 11 pips. I don't want to go through the math again, but 11. Okay, so we whatever. This is pretty damn good. And he's allocated really, really well.
I think you're under the weather, man. That's twice in less than an hour real time for us in between recording sessions that you've now said you don't want to do the math. And I'm just, where's Arumba?
I need my new graphics card. I need a graphics card that I can use that can play the borderless windowed mode so I can use my other monitors. I remember there was a time I actually used to record videos for YouTube with one monitor. Can you believe that? Like I couldn't even see like anything other than the game I was playing. Like how do you know? How would you even know that your recording's working? Like okay, it was so chaotic, man. Anyway, so now we need to go through the process of removing bad generals, and clearly Robert Lindsay's the worst because he's got the least shock value.
He's useless. He's one. Clearly because it's the shock value. No, it's because overall he was like 6 pips compared to 11. Like and they were poorly placed pips too. So
now I hate to say it. But Wallace is the next worst general.
You just want to. This is
so okay, and
hero saved us in 2 wars, and you just want to like put him to the curb.
And like, as another factor,
him like fucking like pension or something. He's just gone. Like he's into the river.
No one said we're murdering him. We're putting him in retirement. We're letting him retire. But okay, so here's the thing. Like when you look at Wallace. We know as another factor, again, he's likely to die soon anyway, so it's up to you. If you want to just pay the extra monarch points for no reason at all for sentimental value, we could keep him around, but Mungo... I just
want to give you shit.
Mungo is new. He's going to live a good long life, and he's better than Wallace, so Wallace is the weak link.
What about Crawford?
We're going to keep... We get to keep 3 of these. One of them doesn't count. James III was our actual monarch.
I understand, but I was saying why the emphasis on because your comparison is Mungo to Wallace on terms of who to dismiss is what you're saying.
Yeah. Obviously, the other guy's Sinead or how you would say his
name. 4 shock on.
He's a god. He's almost as good as the French general. The French general is 4-4-1-3. He's a 3-4-3-1. He's amazing.
Actually, he might even be better than the French general because I think actually maneuver has been very helpful for us in terms of getting the river crossing stuff.
Yeah.
And three river crossing, that might actually be better.
Yeah, for combat, yes, but Jean Barreau with his 3 siege is amazing. But we have our actual ruler for that. which is dangerous, but 3 sieges are really, really handy.
Yeah. Okay. I am gonna say we throw a parade. I'm not naming another province. Let's not go overboard. But we'll retire him with honors. We'll thank him for his years of service, and we'll tell him because of him, we are probably gonna have a chance because he's willing to coach this next general, like transition fluidly into this next leadership. We might have a shot at London.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, okay, fire him. I already put the new guy in charge.
I can't fire Wallace. The dismiss option is not there.
Refresh the screen. I move stuff around. You got to just open the screen up again. And the button should be available.
There it is. Yep.
Okay, so the main factor we needed there is we needed a general with at least 1 maneuver to give us that river crossing advantage.
A moment of silence.
No.
We're dismissing a legend.
Goodbye, Wallace. Thank you for your service.
All right.
I wanted to fire you a couple days ago when we could have rolled so much better a while ago. Anyway.
But he did such work for us. He would even better. How are you going to beat 989?
He did really well. I'll give you that. He was amazing. Okay, so let's see. Now watch, of course, because of all the pomp and circumstance I've been saying for this new guy, he's going to roll like 0-0-0-1 or something.
But now I'm excited about this battle. Before I was mildly apprehensive.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Look at this. We've got a morale advantage. We have equal combat width. He's crossing a river, so we effectively, either he has a penalty to his scores, or you could look at it as we have an advantage to our scores, which I usually look at as an advantage. It's just easier in my head. So we're a 3-4-3-1. But because of the river, we're actually a 4-5. We have a 4-5 general versus a 1-2. That's amazing.
So we're gonna have. It's actually gonna be 2-3. What did you say? You said 4-5, so it would be 3-3 in general here. Our rolls are gonna be 3 higher than him, and pretty much every single roll before the. You already added that. Yes, it's gonna be just +3 to our rolls. That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, no matter what.
I'm ready.
All right, you brace yourself.
My body is prepared.
Brace yourself. First phase. Okay, he rolled a 3. Good job. You're fired.
Yeah, right. Where's Wallace?
Okay, but
after this battle, we could have put Wallace back in charge.
Okay, but we actually ended up. So it was a 5 versus 7. Not the greatest start. Come on, dude. There it is.
It's a big roll from them too, though. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So he got a 7 versus our 11, which is quite strong. Yeah, we're kicking ass. And then he gets a 5 versus a 4. So Henry the 8th here is rolling really well, but our new general is just too strong. Again with his 5 versus a 2.
Our morale's pretty fucking low right now. Okay. Oh, what's this? I saw no leader pop up for a second.
It's because the primary army with Henry the 8th retreated, and then the new army that reinforced that we just stack wiped was the only one still there.
Less losses there because we can't reinforce right now.
Yeah, so we lost 8,000 troops. Power. We killed 11,500. We gained war score. We're not going to be able to chase him down. We're going to go stack wipe this army that's landing in Northumberland real quick. Okay. And unfortunately, we are going to have to continue to merc up, it looks like. We're going to have to... We know already that we don't have any infantry. Like, we don't have enough manpower to reinforce the infantry, so...
Hold on. We have a noble birth. Nobility gains 15 loyalty. The burgher state loses 20 loyalty. We gain officers of noble birth. It gives us the following edicts. Yearly army tradition -1. All right. And the nobility estate will gain 10 influence, which will put them... We don't want them gaining fucking 10 influence. Alternatively, we can get the nobility estate loses 20 loyalty. They're currently at 13.2. What happens when they go to 0? Anything?
Nope, they just stay at 0. They're already pissed. They stay pissed for longer.
Okay, the burgher states gains 15 loyalty, which will put them at 45, which is great.
Love it.
And the nobility estate loses 10 influence, which we absolutely really want.
Nice. Take it.
Yeah.
Sold.
Done. All right,
cool. Okay, we're going to go just win this fight real easily because it's 16k on 2k with a straight crossing, like he's landing from the sea tile against a god general. So this battle's obviously going to be a win.
He rolled much better than us.
Not instantaneous because we didn't have overrun value, but still pretty good.
All right, so let's pause for a second because I am now interested in exploring something that we haven't really talked about before because we haven't been in this scenario. We haven't been in a scenario where our manpower is so absolutely shit and we need it to be better. We've had low manpower before, but our armies have been fine. We're now in a position where we'd like an army because we'd like to go kick the shit out of England. We probably realistically with these generals want to fight a lot, right? Because it's gonna. I mean, he's if I look at the ledger and go take a look at England over here, he's at 0 manpower as well, and he's got 21 mercs right now.
He's got
so many.
A pure merc army, basically. So he's going into some serious debt right now to try to make this happen.
So the more we can hurt him, rather ratio-wise, if we can hurt him a lot more than it hurts us, because it does hurt us to be in here, because we're bleeding gold too. But the more we can hurt him relative to this, the better. So the more fights we can have, the better. But we need manpower for that. So how do we get more manpower?
Well, you can try to do development. You can try to lower the autonomy in provinces that have high base manpower. You can take decisions that increase your manpower recovery rate, like making the nobility happy. But that's not going to happen for us for a long time. But I'm not really too worried about it, really. Because, okay, consider this. I need you to hear me out. Go to the ledger.
Okay.
Go to F1, sort by income.
Sort by income, okay.
All right. Near the top of the list, you're going to find England. They're in 5th place right now. Their income is 20 ducats a month.
I'm looking at the Ottomans and I'm just kind of
amazed.
Awestruck. Anyways.
They were very strong at that time of history. Yep. So the English make a shit ton of money. They make 20 ducats a month, okay? And you scroll down a little ways, you're going to find us. We make 12. Okay. So the English make almost, well, not almost, but like very close to double our income. Next, go over to the right. Go to page 3.
Okay.
Sort by admin rating. Highest to lowest.
Okay.
Okay, scroll down until you find England. They're in like position 9.
Yeah.
And if you hover over their admin rating, you can see loans 0.10.
No. It's because it's not over England. I was hovering over Burgundy. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so England has negative 0.10. This is just something you got to know. You take that number, divide it by 0.02, and that's the number of loans that England has. So he has 5 loans. Okay. Now, press F1, and then go to our economy tab, 4. And if you hover over one of the buttons toward the bottom there, you can see it says repay loan. It's the 3rd one from the right. We have 4 loans. Okay? With me so far?
No, I'm looking for where it says 4. I see repay loan. Okay, if I wait for a second, it says 4 loans. Got it.
Yep. Okay, so here's my mental little calculation here. England has 5 loans. We have 4 loans. England has more income than we do, which means his loans are bigger than ours. So not only are we in a better financial situation because we have fewer loans, but because he makes more money and he has more loans, then he's screwed. He is really deeply in debt. And I am willing, therefore, to go deeper into debt to continue to win the war because I know he's already in a worse position than we are.
Right.
So the
take home from this is don't play chicken with the Arumba. Got it.
I'm still willing to merc up more myself. I mean, if he wants to keep mercing up and going deeper into debt, let's do it. Because we have no manpower, but that's the best way to get more manpower if you have none at all is to just hire mercs.
Okay.
It's going to be very expensive, but yeah.
Well,
right now we have I already consolidated.
Resource.
I already consolidated out our regular infantry as many as I could, so we're down to 20 combat width. We need 4 more regular mercs before the next battle.
Is there a limit to the number of debts you can take? The number of loans you can take?
Yes. If you hover over, go to the economy tab.
Okay.
If you hover over the button, the actual money with like the hand with the money dropping into it, it says you can take out a 5-year loan for 102 ducats.
35 bank loans?
Yeah, up to 35.
Jesus, and when multiplayer, is it same? I mean, so it's just like multiplayer all just about fighting merc battles? Like as players are losing because they're just like, they're going to just take repeated loans because that's that or lose?
Mercs are a huge part of the game, but if you take a 36th loan, you go bankrupt, and then you have no morale of armies for 10 years, and everyone conquers your entire country, and it's game over. So it's a very dangerous line to walk, but yes, you can walk it. So
all right.
For now, I want to just real quick check in the ledger again. I'm going to see how wide his army is. If he's still over the combat width, he's got 23,000 troops, force limit of 33. Pretty good chance he's still going to be at the full combat width. So we're going to merc up now to the full combat width.
Okay. Just
to guarantee that the next fight we don't get flanked. Because again, we would rather that the mercs be taking damage in combat as much as possible versus our actual cavalry. Because our actual cavalry are real. They cost manpower. That's the other reason why we wanted to consolidate our real infantry is that way the manpower recovery that we have is going to get used to reinforce our cavalry instead of infantry.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're still waiting. I saw that the Portuguese came back up enthusiasm. They were at 0, now they're at 5. Something's changed. Not sure what it was specifically, but they are not as interested in leaving the war as they were a moment ago. The French are still continuing to fail to siege that damn province. If they could just put their siege leader down there, they would have had it by now.
That would make too much sense. Where does their other stacks running around? Okay.
Just got another pop-up saying England's no longer considered to be a great power. I don't know why I got two about that.
I don't know either. Alright. We're waiting. What are we waiting on at this moment? Our mercs have arrived.
Well, right now we're waiting to see what the situation is with that siege down there for the English. Sorry, for the French, the French siege. If he relieves Narbonne, which he's working on right now, that's the one. That one is worth 7.9 war score. So we're going to go from 28 war score up 7.9 higher after the French finally take the damn thing. And then eventually, I'm expecting that army is going to go and fight something.
English army's back. Wandering around with their movement locked in Lincolnshire. Hold on. I think we just want to take that fight, right?
Yeah, can we get there before him?
Let's take a look. The date for him is the 3rd of December.
Yeah, we can't be the be the defender behind the river.
But we wouldn't lose. But we have more pips than he does in maneuver, so we wouldn't lose that. So it'd be a slightly worse fight than last time, but it would still be a 3-4 compared to a 1-2, right?
Yeah, it'd still be a good fight for us, but it's not as good as before. The drawback would be if we don't take this fight, then we're going to let him take the war goal back, and every month that goes by that we have the war goal, we're getting 0.4 extra war score.
This is an argument for fighting. We have a better general now. Like we can be. I feel like we can afford to be a little bit more aggressive.
I think so.
Okay.
We'll just take the fight.
Yeah. All right.
It says that there's going to be a potential river crossing, but this is where you just have to measure it out. We've got 3 maneuver to his 1 maneuver, so our maneuver is better, so there is no river crossing.
What happens on a draw for maneuver?
The defender wins. Okay,
so 3 to 1 is actually a really important number then. Okay.
Yep. So we rolled a 1. Nice job, new general.
Yeah, he doesn't roll very high so far. 0. Oh goodness.
Where's Wallace? We need Wallace. Wallace needs to teach this man.
That's better. It's an 8, but 8 versus 8, so a lot of damage. Then tie. Still bad. Oh fuck. We just lose that?
Now we're winning this fight, but he is not. He's not. He needs some experience. He just needs some experience with his rolls. All right, again, same thing. We're going to consolidate out the regular infantry because we have right now we have negative 5,000 manpower. Great, it's very good. In fact, we might even want to just consolidate, get rid of this one guy. Nah, I'm not going to get rid of it. Okay, I mean we're almost down to the point where we can't even effectively lead a siege against London. It's that bad.
So Merc time.
Okay, so this is something that's different now. We got so used to having Wallace that we were used to just parking our army wherever we wanted to, but we need to actually retreat back to Yorkshire for full recovery speed now.
How many pips do we need in maneuver to get full reinforcement in their zone? So it's 50% when you're over there, and is it plus 10 per pip?
Yeah, so Wallace just happened to cover the entire penalty. So this guy can only recover... we need to figure out how to pronounce his name.
Just use his last name. It's just Crawford.
Okay, there we go. That's much easier. Yeah. Crawford can only recover at 80%, and in enemy territory.
Well, we can rename him.
No, I don't think he can.
Oh, I can
English are down to low enthusiasm. The Portuguese are at 0 right now. Let's pull back.
Okay, yeah, diplomat and try to hit that.
He's at 0, but he's still technically on medium. I think you have to be below. You have to be below 0 to be on low.
Okay.
So yeah, if you look at it, he's got 0 reasons for white peace right now. We got to wait like 1 more month, and the Portuguese should leave. God, that siege of Narbonne has been going on for 400 days.
It'd be nice if they one day finish.
Hey, it fell. Nice. Okay, that's our month tick. Portuguese still on 0. Portuguese still don't want to leave. Soon it's going to happen.
Are you marking up right now? No?
No, not at the moment. Waiting to see if... we should check the ledger since we can. Waiting to see how much more England's willing to merc up. He's still showing 20,000 troops.
The bastard.
That bastard, yeah. I mean, we've got 21 combat width. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to go back up 3 more mercs.
Yeah.
It's just
as you said, we can apparently have 35 loans, so no problem.
Yeah. Well, if we win the war, the English are gonna pay back all of our debt, basically, with war reps and with the fact that we own their land. So. Okay, keeping an eye out for the English army. I am still so amazed that the the French were able to hold their own against Castile, Aragon, Naples, Rome,
England's moving.
and the Portuguese. That's just amazing.
All right, so he's headed to Lancashire on the 7th of March. Does the maneuver increase our speed too?
It does. It's one of the reasons why we're having a harder time getting in a good position. However, most likely after he gets to Lancashire, he's going to go into Cumbria, and as soon as he arrives there, we might be able to catch him out. Or he might let us pick up that one stack. Okay, he's heading to Cumbria.
Can we get there first?
Be there on the 17th, 14th. No, we cannot.
Oh my god, I'm too slow. All of a sudden, I miss Wallace.
Yeah, you do miss Wallace.
Why don't we just roll like a 5-5-5-5?
Oh, you can do it with the right set of idea groups. You can absolutely get a 6-6-6 general. They are amazing. They are ridiculous. I mean, nonsensically good. Okay,
all right, so he's going to siege our capital again.
We're going to go do that engagement, but we're going to wait for this one more merc to train. Because he crossed a river to get there, and we're going to be the defender, we will get the river crossing advantage.
Oh, there's a guy running around.
Don't think we can catch that. Yes, we can. Wow.
Good. Another kill.
So silly of him to try to merc up or march little one stacks around. Very silly.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Check on the Portuguese enthusiasm real quick, if you don't mind.
Okay, let's take a quick look. They're now low. Should we piece them out?
Yes, do.
Okay, doing it now. Sue for peace directly with them. I've clicked on Portugal through the war leader board, the war board. I've clicked on Portugal's icon, which brings me to the diplomacy screen for them. I'm going to click Sue for peace. It says renegotiate our entire alliance. They're negotiating for themselves. All right, so let's take a look now at what we can get. War score is 0, it says, so we're probably not going to get shit from them. Nope. You said we need a minimum of 10 to do something specifically. Yeah, so it's just going to be a white piece. So I just hit send demand.
Yeah, if you were to try to demand even just like one war score worth of ducats, and then hover over the X, it says need at least 10 war score to make demands. So
yeah, but I don't have to add something to this to get white piece. The default is white piece.
That's correct. A 0% war score peace deal is considered white piece. So just send it, and tomorrow the Portuguese are gone. Okay, which should make the Castilians lose enthusiasm. They're down to 20 war. They're down to medium now. I don't believe we have any individual war score with... We're getting a little bit high on rebel factions, by the way. Our war exhaustion is at 7.8.
Watching that. Kildare just ticked up again, didn't they, right?
Yeah, it's getting up there. We're going to want to piece this out soon. All right, so we've got our...
fucking army.
Now, here's the thing. We don't still actually have a full combat with army. I'm going to go ahead and say that we need to make it a full combat. We do. Okay, we're 24 regiments, but notice how the infantry are actually only 19,000 strong. So there's 3,000 infantry missing that could be in the fight.
Okay.
So we're going to merc up 2 more in that province. We're going to disband the 123. We're going to just throw away 123 manpower because we don't want to pay for it of regular troops, because there's just no way. We want to any manpower we get, we want to reinforce the cav. That's it. So we have pure mercs now for the most part. There's like 3 or 4 regiments of infantry that are actual real infantry, but so that takes us to 21 plus 2, and then we've got 2 more being trained. Yep. Okay, let's go. We're looking good. We're going to win this war. It's going to take a little bit more effort, but we're almost there.
It's another 1 stack.
Is it within range that we can actually kill it? Yeah, sweet. Let's take care of that while we wait for the other 2 troops to train up.
Okay.
Silly England trying to reinforce.
Yeah, it's really bad with that. Okay.
Okay. What we're looking for is a nice, good, strong, full combat with engagement. We got 21 plus 2 is only 23. Yeah, I think we still
Okay, so you're seeing 21... You're saying that because we have 21k infantry and 2k cav.
Yeah. You can see 22 plus 2 is 24. That's the full combat with. But the actual number is 21 and 19, which is not 24. So that means that some of the infantry that are going to end up in the front row are going to be weak stacks. They're not going to be full stacks. And a full stack is going to be the best chance for us to actually get a stack wipe.
They just got a disease outbreak.
Oh, that's
They're
perfect.
Now at 19.5k. That means they can't be fielding full stack either, so we can engage now, right?
Yep. So we're going to take the... we're going to do regular full-on consolidate here.
Okay.
And now we've got an ideal army, 22 and 2. Go engage. He's going to get a reinforcement tick before we get there, but we can tell he's got 1 maneuver, so he's only going to recover at 60% of his normal amount, which is... It's going to be expensive for him to actually get up to full strength again.
And you know what time it is?
June 8th. Damn it, we can't catch him. Damn
it. we missed that maneuver.
Missed that opportunity. Yeah, we're not fast enough. Okay, well, yeah, we gotta take a break here. We'll find a way. We're gonna track this army down at some point in the near future.
Yep.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you again same time, same place tomorrow.
See you guys soon.